Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, yo, it's Loveline. Nay, the best of Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. My buddies call me Ace. That's Dr. Drew.
Hey, Ace.
He doesn't have friends.
Oh, I have you. Well, I wouldn't call that a friend either.
I call more like an associate.
I think
Let's
so.
keep it professional.
But Ace, best of the best.
Best of the best of Loveline. That's right. Don't believe me? Destiny's Child on tonight.
With Beyonce.
Beyonce in here before she was Beyonce. Peter Gallagher and Adam Brody from the OC. George Lopez, Tommy Lee, and of course, Ozzy in here tonight. All right, let's get the party started with my Nubian queens, Destiny's Child. It's the Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Beyonce, Kelly, Farrah, and Michelle are all here from Destiny's Child. And when we left off, we were talking to Katie, who's 12. Katie?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You're 12? You've already had sex with 4 boys?
Yeah.
True bad or just...
Drew, you were 16 before you had sex with 4 boys.
That's
weren't
true.
You? And what's up with you? Why are you doing this?
I don't know, I don't know. They're my sister's friends. They come over a lot, and I don't know. I guess they pressured me into it.
Hey, Katie?
Yeah?
Can you turn your radio down, please? There you go. I'm cutting her break because she's 12 and obviously confused.
How is it that these people knew they could victimize you like that?
No,
What?
Drew, you're not going to get an answer to that. Where's your dad?
He's here.
He is?
Yeah.
What kind of guy is he?
He's an alcoholic.
There we go.
Did he physically abuse you?
No, not me, but my sister, he did.
He beat her up.
Yeah.
Never is.
He physically and sexually abused her.
Okay. Did you witness some of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why did he leave you alone?
I don't know.
Well,
How old is
he? Did enough damage. He felt he'd done enough, and leave her out there for the other 19-year-olds to prey upon.
Well, he's probably going every other kid. There's probably a younger sister he's waiting on. What? How many kids does this a-hole have, by the way?
Just me and my sister.
And how old is your sister?
She's 16.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure the guys, your sister, because she was a victim of your father, are not the most upstanding citizens around, right?
No.
Probably bringing some real idiots home.
Yeah.
I mean, the kind of guys you think it'd be okay to have sex with a 12-year-old, right?
Right.
How old are these guys?
2 were 15 and 2 were 16.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And can you stop doing it, first off?
Yeah, but I just want to know where who I could call to get some help for me and my sister.
Great. All right.
That's good.
She wasn't sexually abused, this one.
Drew, give me your home number.
Let me give you a child abuse hotline, okay?
Okay.
It's 1-800-540-4000.
Okay.
And we have some resources at drdrew.com if you can get a computer, too.
Yeah, okay.
Can you get to a computer?
Get into the chat rooms.
Yeah.
Get into the chat rooms, and we have people there that can help out.
What is it?
drdrew.com, one word, drdrew.com.
Okay.
Where are you calling from, Katie?
Huh?
Where are you calling from?
I'm Ontario, California.
Oh, boy. And where's your mom?
She left when I was 8.
Yeah, probably because your dad was doing a little drinking, a little beating on her, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're with your dad now?
Yeah, it's just me and my dad and my sister.
Oh, wow.
Do you have any other family members that you can go?
No, all my family lives in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Might that be a better place to go than where you are?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really have any, people I know. I just know that my dad's sisters are out there, but I haven't really ever met them.
And you haven't heard from your mom in 4 years?
No, I haven't talked to her since she left.
Oh,
wow.
She's a saint,
She's
this
a drug
woman.
addict. Is she a drug addict?
She's gotta be.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
They were on speed.
Yeah.
What's your dad do? What branch of construction is he in?
I don't know. He's a construction worker, but I don't know what he does.
You are a saint.
Listen, I work with these guys. I know these guys. Hey, Katie.
Yeah?
I'm real sorry for what's happened to you.
Thanks.
It doesn't mean, it's not a life sentence. It doesn't mean this is what you're damned to. It means you got dealt a bad hand. Time will pass quickly. You'll get away from this. You're smart. You're 12. I can hear it in your voice. You have a lot of strength. And you just have to reach out and call on some resources and let some people help you.
Okay.
And get away from this guy, okay?
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, it's weird, but we know from doing this show that her dad didn't mess with her too much.
Because she was able to stand up and try to make change.
You could tell, she has a lot of courage.
Yeah. There's something left there. Yeah.
And she asked for help.
Yeah,
Which is a big part of it.
That takes a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
How do you know? Is it?
I know the construction workers.
Is it the only sort of refuge for vermin?
Yeah, it is.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of what I'm guessing, like what Australia was a couple hundred years ago. It's a penal colony. It's really the only employment/penal colony in the United States.
Some journalist needs to get in the inside.
When I'm in charge, and I will be in charge soon, ladies. So
Make note.
you be nice. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to every construction crew. I'm going to have one of my men on the inside. We're just going to round these guys up. You know what I mean? Because they're all criminals, all of them. I'll tell you, criminals don't have as many criminals amongst their ranks as construction workers do. Bob?
Yeah.
You're 29.
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I haven't had sex with my wife in a while. I've been married about a year.
Yeah.
And, I was thinking about going to a hooker or something like that. I actually even tried.
You tried going to a hooker?
Yeah.
And what happened? Too ugly?
No, I went to the place and they threw me out. They thought I was a cop. Believe it or not.
Yeah, you got to grow your hair out.
Yeah.
And what's going on between you and your wife? What's the problem?
Not a whole hell of a lot.
What's the problem?
I don't know. I mean...
What does she say the problem is?
What's that?
What does she say the problem is?
She's tired or,
Yeah, or you're not listening.
Like
All right, hold on a second, Screwball. The problem with guys, I'm sure you ladies know this, they don't listen real well. Because if Bob's wife was on the phone, she'd give you a laundry list just off the top of her head of all the things that are wrong with the relationship. He's not paying enough attention to her. He's not listening. He's not open. He's not available emotionally. He's not affectionate. And she would tell you that she told him this hundreds and thousands of times.
And just had a conversation 10 minutes ago.
And has begged him to go into therapy with her on 10 different occasions, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But when you talk to Bob, I don't know. Bitch is nuts. I think she got one of those amorisms in her head. All right. So let me get back to Bob. Bob?
Yes.
Okay. You need to communicate with your wife.
Okay.
Something's up with her. You got to find out, and you got to turn the TV set off long enough to figure out what it is.
To really sit down and talk with her.
Okay? Because something's going on, and, women, they like to be talked to.
Yeah.
It's because you haven't been available in the way she needs you that this is breaking down.
Okay? You have any kids?
No, not yet.
All right.
We're
Okay.
going to have kids if we're not having sex.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You could trip while you're running with the hamper, and something could happen.
Yeah, right.
I've heard about that
Never
happening
know.
before. Okay, Bob, listen. Sit down, light a candle, turn the TV off, try not to fart for 20 minutes, and have a conversation with her, all right? And get to the bottom of it. Okay? All right.
Yep.
All right. Save the hooker for me. All right? I mean, the hooking.
I'll send her over to your house.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. Man, that's Squaresville. You go into a whorehouse and they think you're a cop. It's time for a new wardrobe, by the way. That's how you know it's time to put away the seersucker slacks, the earth shoes, and let the hair grow out just a little bit when you stroll into a brothel and they think you're undercover bunko. Ashley?
Yes.
You're 16?
Yes.
What's up?
Hi, Adam.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Drew.
Ashley?
Yes. Okay, I was calling to ask... I love the show. I was calling to ask Destiny's Child a question.
Here they are.
Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. I love you guys so much. You guys are so great.
Thank you so
I was
much.
calling to see, your music is so original and has such cool beats to it and everything. And I wanted to, what inspires you, where you come up with your lyrics and stuff.
Well, I know working on this project, well, the second album, The Writing's on the Wall, we worked with Shakespeare and Candy Burris first, and they came up with some really great creative ideas and different ideas that we really liked for the album, because that's what we were going for this album, is something different. And it's like, after we worked with them, they kind of like set the foundation and the sound for the album. So the other producers came along and they kind of did the same thing. So the vibe just like really fit between everybody. And I know Beyonce produced on this album, which was a great thing because she knew everybody's voices.
Yeah.
And it's really great when a producer knows your voice because they bring out the best in you.
Yeah,
and
you guys just all go so great together. You should have seen me on hold. I was singing when it was Say My Name. It was so funny. I know every word. I swear, every day, me and my friends sing your song like back and forth. You like the chorus to Say My Name.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Well, back and forth, always, every day in history. It's hilarious.
Hey, Ashley.
Yeah.
You want to sing a little?
I have a terrible voice, but I think I know the words.
What if the girls sing a little with you?
All right.
Oh my God, I would like totally die.
Come on. Yeah, better than singing with your friend, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We
Right.
will.
Do you want to do just the...
We'll do a little bit of the chorus to Say My Name for you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
I think I know the words, so if I'm wrong,
just join in.
All right.
Okay, so want me to start?
yeah,
Okay. I know you're saying that. I'm assuming things.
same girl.
Oh, wait. We're going
going?
to do some of the chorus, all
Yeah,
right?
not so fast. Eh?
Like the Say My Name, Say My Name.
Here we go.
part.
Oh, I was thinking, okay. I know you're saying that. I'm assuming things.
Say my name, say my name.
Oh my
if no
God,
one
that
is
was so
around you,
beautiful.
say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running game, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running game, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Better say my name.
Tell the truth. Who you with? How would you like to be?
You go, girl.
Oh, man, are your guys' jobs safe?
Thank you so much.
All right, Ashley.
You, all of you.
It's
I love
our
your show.
pleasure.
Listen to it every night.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Well, isn't that lovely? You see that? you wade through a whole bunch of calls of teenagers hooked on smack or pregnant, and then you get one of those, and it makes it all worthwhile. Right, Drew?
Worthwhile.
Paying attention, would you? That was lovely, by the way,
That was
ladies.
great.
Thank you.
Heather,
Hi.
you're 16. I know people sing on records. I just never assume they can do it in real life. I don't know what. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's like a movie where, Jean-Claude Van Damme plays a cyborg or something. I'm used to him. Obviously, he's not in real life. I look that way at singers, too.
Well, we're used to those alternative rock bands where there is
It's
a
a lot
big
of
difference.
lot of magic done in the studio, but not you guys.
Thank you.
Heather, where are we with Heather? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? You're 16.
Yeah, well, I wanted to say hi to Destiny's Child.
Hi.
I got your CD for Christmas and haven't been able to stop listening to it.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
I actually get to see you in concert on Thursday for the Boo Bomb, and I'm so excited.
Okay, we
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you out
I
there.
know my friends are so jealous that they can't go.
Why?
Because they didn't get tickets.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you. But Adam, I wanted to say something to you.
Yes.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when people call the show and say, "This question is for Drew."
Yeah.
You always answer. Somehow you will answer, and it bugs the crap.
Well, in fact, Heather, when somebody says that, he's sure to answer immediately.
Yeah.
He makes
right.
a point of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I want to know why I always have to like guys. Like, I always need someone to like. And if they start to like me, I lose attraction and get bored.
Well,
And the ones that I
think we all do that.
Yeah.
You sound like me.
Young girls do that.
But see, I've always been like that. I had a really good childhood. I wasn't molested or.
No,
abused or
you're
anything.
16. What do you mean you've always been that way?
yeah.
You're 16.
Well, I mean, ever since I was a little girl, I've been obsessed with guys, like overly.
All right, well, and you guys can weigh in on this one, but I think all girls have that to some degree, especially young girls. Some have it more than others.
Yeah.
And the question is if Mr. Right came along, would you have to turn him down just because he was interested? Because if that's the case,
Or is it actually a protective mechanism that prevents you from getting needlessly involved with somebody that really is not right for you?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think it is, because I'm always so afraid that they're going to hurt me that I feel I have to hurt them first.
Where'd you get that fear? Did somebody were you abandoned when you were younger or something?
Not really. A family problem happened with my parents, and I'm not allowed to talk to my grandparents.
What happened?
They got in a business fight, and I was really close with my grandmother, and she moved to Arizona where it was cheaper, and I didn't talk to her for a long time, and it was really hard on me, and I had to move, and it was
you may still be dealing with that. I mean, that's a pretty painful loss.
I am.
Yeah, so that may be sort of resonating in your choices today, and I bet you'll get over that with time.
All right, Heather.
Because I've never had a boyfriend before.
Well, you're 16. It's all right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's probably a healthy thing. Listen, you want to know why not to have a boyfriend? Just listen to our show for a couple more hours.
That's right.
Lots of good reasons why not to.
It's also, if you want to know why not to get in a radio, listen to the show. Why not to do a lot of things? Just listen to the show, everybody. The girls are not only sing like angels, but they look like them too. Is this was there some ugly girl you kicked out of the band?
No. We do have 2 new members, Farrah and Michelle.
Yeah. So you guys got in because you're good looking. Well, and you can sing. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice. And everyone's from Texas.
Well, the 2 new members, one is from L.A.
Oh.
And one is from
Illinois.
Which one's from L.A.?
Farrah,
yeah, watch out. She's trouble.
Where in Illinois?
Rockford. Right outside Chicago.
All right. And what did you kick a couple old members out for getting fat, or what happened?
No, we didn't kick anyone out for getting fat.
I know it's very competitive.
Yeah, but unfortunately, fortunately, we're working on a settlement with the other 2 ladies, so we can't really get into until everything's over.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We believe that everything happens for a reason, though. So.
Yeah. Even bad stuff?
No, change is good.
Oh, change. Only good.
Change is good.
I believe good stuff happens for a reason and bad stuff happens because I'm cursed and there's no God. Right, Drew?
That's your basic principle.
That's my basic approach to life. Jessica.
Sorry. Is that enough?
Drew's throwing sugar at the band. Jessica, you're 15. What's up? Dude, should a doctor be throwing sugar at young people?
Unless they ask.
Easy, girl.
Hello?
Jessica.
Okay, I've
15.
been bulimic for a couple weeks, just a little bit bulimic, and I threw up today, and my nose started to bleed.
Yeah, that's a bad sign, right,
Well,
Drew?
that's not surprising.
Why did her nose start bleeding?
From all the literally the retching, the pressure that builds up in the Kieselbach's plexus, the vessels in the surface of the nose there, what can break them through.
What was that?
There's a very rich area of blood supply right in the septum here, and if you really push down hard, you do Valsalva, like you're retching, you can cause bleeding there.
All right.
But that is the least of the major problems that you're going to begin having.
Okay.
Okay, you're just getting started with the medical problems, and many of them become life-threatening.
All right.
Do you understand that they
Can you
wanted to
stop doing it?
What?
Can you stop?
No, I have to after I eat something. It makes me sick if I don't.
even though you're going to die from this?
I guess.
Okay. Well, how'd you get started on it?
I just wanted to lose weight, I guess.
How long have you been doing it?
About a month and a half.
And
I don't throw up all my food.
No.
Just like dinner.
Just the peas and carrots?
Just like the bread and the noodles and crackers and stuff.
Uh-huh. How do you do that?
I stick my finger down
Now,
my
how do you
throat.
selectively throw up is this question.
Hold on, let me write this down. You put your finger down your throat? Yeah. So what do? You eat your starches first, and then you throw that up, and then you eat your proteins, and you keep that down?
No, I eat like breakfast and lunch, like little breakfast and lunch, and then when I get home for dinner, like it'll be a big dinner, and it just makes me sick.
And that's when you throw it up?
Yeah.
Did you not believe that something drastic can happen to you from this?
No.
Okay.
How much do you weigh?
130.
And how tall are you?
5'4".
And what are you so worried about? I mean, where'd you get this, negative self-image?
That's the average weight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost about 5'4".
Yeah. That's fine.
130. Why don't you do a diet or something, which is way better than being bulimic?
Why don't you exercise
that's your health
and do
you're
all
talking
that?
about.
Well, I exercise a lot. I play soccer.
Adam.
Yeah. No, she screwed up. All right. Drew, what should you do? Hurry.
You need to get treatment for this, Jessica. About 1 out of 5 people with this die.
Okay.
You've got to take this very seriously. This is not, I just throw up my dinner. This is a major league eating disorder you're getting into at a young age, and it is going to be crippling if you don't do something about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
She's not doing a damn thing about it.
No, I know, but what are you going to do? All right. We're going to take ourselves a little break. Destiny's Child is our guest tonight.
We're going to go to the bathroom.
That's right.
Bathroom break.
Hey, everybody. It's the best of the best of the best of Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. And Destiny's Child, sweet, sweet girls.
Amazing.
Met them at the Teen Choice Awards.
Right, they came running up to us all excited.
Many years ago.
And you were like, who are you?
Oh, they're hot.
They're so nice.
Yeah, they're sweet. So anyway,
but
and talented.
Speaking of nice.
Yeah, super nice, and a man I feel a certain kinship with because he has a huge eyebrows.
Huge brows, yeah.
Peter Gallagher and Adam Brody from the OC. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Adam Brody here tonight. Peter Gallagher here tonight. Both from the OC on Fox, 9 o'clock. They're going to hang out with us for this one last break. And they're nice enough to do that because they were just going to stay for the first hour. But we got too caught up in Danielle. And we couldn't say proper goodbyes to the boys. So.
Right. And then nor did we finish with Danielle, which was... Yeah. Again, this is horrible choices, a young person getting herself involved in very chaotic relationships, sexual identity confusion, and needs help. I mean, she really does. Just the basic advice we would give you is cool down, stop having relations with anybody for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Thank God she fairly clearly doesn't have the gene for addiction. Or
yeah, but what do you do when you're from where Danielle's from, you have big boobs, and the fellas like you?
And you have low self-esteem, and the only thing you want is their validation.
Daddy's sleeping on a army cot on the service porch after he pulls the rig in every 4 months.
Ugh.
What are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, should you find Jesus Christ? Should you just get immersed in softball? I mean, you gotta people like Danielle have to get involved with stuff at school and just stay with it. And Drew, a new twist on you punching the mic. Yeah, Drew whacked it with his glasses this time. He usually doesn't use a tool. He's like primitive man. Now he's entered a new age where he's actually using tools against his foe.
What the deuce?
The microphone. Yes. All right. So Danielle, please. Okay, don't get pregnant. That's what you need not to do. Okay. Let's move forward. We got a question for Adam Brody here. Tanya?
Hi.
21?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I have a question for Adam. I was wondering, I read somewhere that you ad-lib a lot of your lines as Seth, and I was just wondering if how much of you is actually infused into the character of Seth now as opposed to the beginning of the series?
He's a lot more like me now, but less from me, throwing lines in than, Josh, the creator of the show. He's, become a good friend of all the cast, and he knows us really well, so he writes, everyone, I think, has become more like their characters.
Did he grow up in the OC?
No, he's from Providence.
How did he come up with
He went to USC. I guess there's a lot of Newport kids there. He's only 27. I mean, he's got his own show. I guess he's the youngest kid ever to have a drama.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyways, he knows us really well, so he ends up writing a lot of the stuff we say just naturally. It's kind of like Easter egg hunt. You'll flip through the script and you'll just see things that you didn't know he was going to... You weren't even talking about characters. You were talking about music or something, and he just threw it in the script. It's great. Everyone, that happens with everyone.
Does he write every episode?
He either writes... I mean, he's executive producer / writer, so, I mean, he has a hand. He sometimes... There's a team of writers, but he's always in the hand.
Sometimes he writes an episode from beginning to end, and he has his hand in, I think, every episode.
Oh, yeah. I hate guys like that. Hey, Tanya.
Me too.
You're cool, right?
Yeah.
All right. You watch that OC tomorrow night.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tanya.
9 o'clock, Fox.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Depends where you're listening to us. If you're hearing us east, it's tonight.
Be on a day delay, right? Except for it's after the show.
Except you're right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Don't
next
bother
week.
watching
next
OC.
week.
You'll catch it next week. Michael?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Correct.
What's happening?
Actually, I got a question for Dr. Drew.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 7 years old, I had a brain tumor, so I'm kind of disabled.
How are you disabled?
I'm legally blind and legally deaf.
All right.
And you can probably tell by my voice too,
Yeah. Well, you hear seemingly fairly well, right?
Yes. I was diagnosed in March 1st of 91, so it's been in remission for 13 years.
How do you get to be legally deaf? Because I'd like to go for that. What's the test like? I mean, we're conversing over the telephone. You seem fine.
Well, see, I can't hear anything out of my left ear, and I'm talking to you with my right ear. That's
okay. All right. So he's deaf in his left ear. Got it.
Okay, deaf in your left ear, and legally blind pretty much means you can see stuff, but like you can't get your driver's license.
No, I have. It just barely. My sight's just barely where they won't let me get my license.
What kind of tumor did you have?
Sorry.
What kind of tumor did you have?
It was a medulloblastoma brain tumor.
Medulloblastoma, okay. Those are in the cerebellum usually, right? So Adam picked up my mic socking habit.
Did that.
Yeah, well, I blame you. Yeah, your bad influence on the kids. These OC kids especially, they're very impressionable.
Was it in the back part of your brain?
Yes, it was on my optic nerve.
Yeah.
Drew, are you a real doctor, just a love doctor?
Yeah.
All right, so they took it out. Yeah?
Correct.
Right, and because of the tumor, you have the problem with the seeing and the hearing.
Right.
Yeah.
They hit the optic nerve when they took it out.
But that wasn't my question.
All right, but what other problems do you have?
Nothing really.
Did you have radiation also?
Yes, I had radiation and chemotherapy, and that's where my question comes from.
Okay.
The doctors have been saying, I haven't been tested yet, but the doctor's been saying I might not be able to have kids because of all the chemotherapy and radiation.
Right.
So, and I was wondering, the radiation stunts my growth.
Right.
Stopped my spine from growing when I was 7. So I was wondering if that had anything to do with the reason why I have a small penis.
Couldn't hurt, right?
Yeah, it sounds like everything kind of stunted at that point. Did you ever see an endocrinologist?
No, I haven't.
Make sure the pituitary is functioning normally, because that's sort of the main gland in your body that drives the rest of them.
Well, how big are you?
I kind of did. I had a growth hormone shot for 3 years.
Good, but I wonder...
Go in all the time, and they checked that.
Was that the neurosurgeons did that, or did the endocrinologists do that?
Endocrinologist.
Okay, so...
But they never told me if I could have kids or anything like that.
Well, how big are you in stature? Not your penis size, but we'll get to that.
I'd say about 4 hard.
4 feet?
No, 4 hard.
4. Now he's back to
he went to. Yeah, I begged you to stay away from the penis, but you couldn't help it. You went right to the underpants. All right, so you're 4 hard.
His Y chromosome's functioning just fine.
So you get a good erection.
Sorry?
I could do damage with 4. To me, it's a small blade, but I still kill a man. I mean, a woman. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Whatever.
Yeah, you got to get it. You got to hit the jugular. You can't hit the fatty tissue, and can't hit the butt cheek or anything like that. You got to go right. You got to pierce the ribs, get right in there.
They call you the butcher.
That's why I call myself a butcher. Yeah, they call me the baker, the candlestick maker. So Michael, how tall are you? Not your penis.
Oh, how tall am I? I'm 5'2".
5'2". All right.
5'2". And how much do you weigh?
140.
Do you have normal body hair distribution, that sort of thing?
Sorry?
Do you have normal body hair?
I do, but it's thin because of the radiation. It fell out because of the chemotherapy and all.
Mm-hmm. Are you a virgin?
Yes, I am.
Do you have orgasms? Do you have semen come out?
Yeah, when I jack off.
Okay.
Oh, when you jack off.
All right.
Okay, good. So it's not like you're a fountain.
No.
You just walk around like a rainbird all day, just spraying semen everywhere.
No.
Oh, thank Christ. Zach, that can be.
That's good, though.
You down.
But that's good.
That'll keep you in the house.
So what you need is a sperm count to see if there's a potential for fertility. So you're making semen normally. You have sexual functioning, and that will remain to be seen, I guess.
4 inches at 5'2" is. Here's what you got to focus on: performing oral sex. Not on yourself, but on the ladies. You get good at that, all is forgiven.
Okay.
Okay, so focus on that. Don't talk to your doctors about that. That'll be our little secret.
But bring this up with the doctors. It's totally appropriate for you to be talking about these issues with them, and now it's just fine.
Yeah.
So back to the endocrinologist and see get an assessment and see if there's anything further they need to do, which probably not. It sounds like things are functioning well.
And with technology the way it is these days, you'll be able to have kids one way or the other.
There are some chemos that knock that out, but
No, but what I'm saying is you find a woman, you're in love, you want to start a family, there's some problem with your sperm count, you borrow a little from your brother, or
Whatever.
Dr. Drew, whatever, you buy a little on the internet. It's all good. Okay, buddy.
Are you working?
No, I'm on disability.
All right. Anything you want to do? Do you have any interest?
Yeah, I want to work with the wildlife biologist.
Are you meeting girls?
Sorry?
Are you meeting women?
No, it's very hard for me because I'm disabled.
Yeah, it's tough.
It is, but there's a certain breed of chick that'll go for that. And if you find that, you're in great shape. You got to find one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Get involved with some of those groups and do that stuff. And just go to school. You can be a biologist.
There you go.
Animals don't judge. That's what I like about them. Except for certain lap dogs.
Little ones.
Yeah, little dogs. I think they judge.
I think so, too. They certainly behave like they're judgmental.
Yeah, they do pass a lot of judgment. All right, so, hey, but good times, Michael. You'll be fine.
Question for the guest. Come on.
Oh, yeah, question for the guest here. Let's see. Monique?
Yes?
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's up?
I had a question for Adam Brody.
Here he is.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay, first off, your show is great. There's not much great TV anymore, and it's a great show. I love it.
Thanks a lot.
I was wondering what you think about playing somebody so much younger than you really are. Like,
yeah, no, go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was just wondering, like, how much of it is your idea of what a 17-year-old guy is and what the script is?
I mean, it's probably more the script. I mean, for the most part, I have to say, I end up playing him I'm 23, and I end up playing him more like me, but, in high school, I play him a little bit more, a little bit smarter and a little bit more literate than I actually was at 17. But I just think that's for the benefit of all the viewers.
All people who are young on TV are, like, playing older. I mean, most. I mean, Misha's on our show. She's Barton. She's playing 17. She is 17. But in general, and that has to do more with, I mean, I think the working laws and if you're under 18, they can't work you quite as long. I'm just saying, like, if you turn on a TV show, there'll be some 15-year-old guy who'll, like, pull a switchblade on another kid and go, like, man, I don't even know you anymore. And it's like, when you're really 15, you're like, right. Sit on my ass. Right. No, exactly. Which is why, I think it works fine. I do feel, to answer your question, though, sometimes I don't mind, and then sometimes I just feel ridiculous, like sometimes we'll go to location to a real school, and I strap on a backpack, and I'm like lowering like at these short drinking fountains, and I just feel ridiculous. But other times when I'm walking around the house, and I don't even it's fine. Listen, when that check shows up, you don't feel so bad anymore. Yes, yeah. Hey, Monique.
Yeah.
All right, you just keep watching the show.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
All right, then, baby doll.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Hey, Peter, what's it like for you as an actor to play a guy exactly your age? Is that difficult? It's a stretch. Your character's exactly the same age you are?
I never even thought about that. Yeah, I guess he is exactly.
Because that was a bad question. That's why.
That's why. Yeah, do you know how old your character is? Is he older than you?
Well,
is he younger than you?
You're supposed to be 6. No, I'm 48.
I'm 17. I
probably
about
Josh the same age.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
17
they bother telling you how old your guy is?
No, it's not really. It's.
I'd want to know.
It's really not an issue as long as I'm old enough to be
his father,
a father of a 16-year-old.
17. We changed it.
17.
Yeah, I cleared it with Josh.
Tomorrow, you march in and demand to know how old you are.
I will. I'm going to put my foot down tomorrow.
Put your foot down. It's important.
You're 32.
All right. We are going to take ourselves a little break. Peter and Adam from the OC are going to have to head back to the OC because big day of filming tomorrow. Yeah,
it's true.
All right. Well, it was a delight meeting the two of you.
Great seeing you.
You're welcome to come back as a couple or as individuals. Anytime you like, any project you have, come back, give it a nice big plug, and spark up that doobie. We'll blow it out in the parking lot. And again, I just want you going open-minded. just relax.
Just like
don't,
Vikings on a long voyage, that kind of thing.
Don't judge until I'm done. That's all I'm saying. All right, we'll be back. Hey, yo, it's the best of the best of the best of Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew, and let's keep the party rocking, Drew.
I just got to say, this show is not just the best of the best. This is the first half of this show is the best of the best of our dearest, dear, nicest guest ever.
All right, and let's keep going with that theme with Ozzy Osbourne and his beautiful wife, Sharon.
Hey, I'm Clive Barker, and you're listening to Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on Loveline.
Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yeah, that's Clive Barker with his Adam Carolla instead of Adam Carolla. It's an English thing. I don't know why you guys put that R where the A is supposed to be.
For what?
All right, I don't want to start off on a bad.
I never went to school, so you're asking the wrong. I never went to school. I'm dyslexic and I suffer from ADD.
No, it's Adam too. You guys have a lot in common.
So we have a lot in common, man.
I'm going to tell my kid not to go to school on the off chance he becomes a successful entrepreneur or musician or actor, so he can announce that while he counts his millions. Doesn't it feel better? I mean, aren't you glad you didn't go to school now?
Well, not really, because it does get frustrating when I say instead of K-R-O-Q, I read it all back to front, and I see things back to front, and my concentration span is about 1 millionth of a second, and in my whole life I must have read maybe 5 books.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Adam.
You're really my hero.
Yes.
Because I don't like to read either.
I love to.
You love it?
If somebody invented a pill that made me I'd love to read. I'd love to go into a library and just pick out a book. I envy people that can read. I mean, I know people that can speed read. That must be a trip, man.
Adam has so much negative sort of connotation to the book that he can't even get near a book without shuddering and feeling all...
I do. I buy books to make myself feel intelligent, and I just...
stay around them. You live around books.
They look good on the shelf.
I've got first editions of everything. I've got Churchill's first edition. I can't even read the name Churchill. I said, what's his... Sharon buys me these first editions, and I go, well, what does that mean? She goes, this is Winston Churchill's memoirs. I go, what about... How drunk he used to get and how many cigars he used to smoke during the war.
Oh, that's sacrilege. He saved your country.
Bull.
Crap. All right, Ozzy Osbourne is here. Sharon is also here. Sharon is his wife and manager and wrangler and sometimes interpreter. And put your headphones on, Sharon, because when we get some calls, you're going to want to hear these problems that these kids have. Now, I think I saw Behind the Music on you. Yeah. And... boy, I'll tell you, where do you start? What a great Behind the Music. Like, that should have been a 5-hour Behind the Music.
In actual fact, there's part 2 coming. It's truthful, there's part 2 coming out shortly.
Yeah, because it wasn't, once in a while they do a Behind the Music with, like, Hazy Fantasy or Third Eye Blind or something.
The hell is
That's my point. There's not enough to fill up the time, but with you got too much material for the allotted time. But there's a couple
I've met
things.
You before, haven't I?
You've been here before.
That's right.
It was about 8 years ago.
I feel like I've been abducted by aliens and just let down again.
He pointed at Dr. Drew, by the way. I was not here when Ozzy was here.
I'll never forget a face.
Really?
Especially if I ripped him off.
No, we had a good time, though. So.
You did? Mm-hmm. All right. Now, Sharon, you guys met, I mean, it's been some years now, right? 10 years plus?
20. No,
actually, I first met Sharon when she was a telephone receptionist for her father in 1971, and her father was trying to get money for Black Sabbath. Right. And I was wearing a pajama top for a shirt and a hot water faucet for jewelry, and she was absolutely, I was smoking pot in the reception, and she was absolutely freaked out.
And you were weren't you locked up in a hotel room, and Sharon came up and saved you?
79. That was in 79.
Well, that was a while ago.
They'd been together for years at that point, see.
But here's the thing I was curious about. The infamous biting the head off.
Oh, no, I know everyone goes there. Man.
You don't have to answer any questions, but here's what I'm curious about. When I was watching the Behind the Music thing, he was biting the head off of the dove in the record meeting. There was pictures of it.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't a reenactment. I was like, who had a camera for this?
It was supposed to be me signing up with the record company.
That's why they were taking the pictures.
It was a meet and greet.
You know, when you go, hi, and then they were saying that, and the next guy comes in, and he's like, so when you go to the fun fair, you put your face through one of them.
Yeah.
Be happy how in fact.
Yeah. Oh,
and besides, Sharon says to me, I want you to go in and throw these doves in the air. And I said, I was drunk, and I said, I threw one of them in, and I bit the one's head off, and they all went the opposite way around.
The blood was coming out. It was great that there was a camera there. That's all I'm saying. That was
nobody. I mean, I was. Sharon says Sharon was literally wetting herself, literally
in the reception of CBS.
You had a tinkle in your pants in the reception of CBS?
On the floor, a huge tinkle.
Really?
Because I couldn't stop laughing.
It was more like a small lake.
It really doesn't qualify as a tinkle then, does it?
No, it's not.
It's a pit.
Wow.
A waterfall.
That's great. Wow, what a mess you guys made in that office.
It was great.
It was. I mean, we went back to her father's house. She says, "You guys stink. You need to take a bath more often."
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll take some calls. Audrey?
Yes?
What's up?
Nothing. I'm just, really excited. I have a question. Not really a question. I want to say thank you to Ozzy for the music. Thank you. And also to your wife for getting you back on your feet and having you around this long. I'm really happy.
I mean, that's another thing I don't know how I've done how. I don't believe in miracles and things, but I'm sure had an incredible run, you know. So considering I started in '68 with Black Sabbath.
Oh, I know that.
It's now in 2001. It's like, where has the time gone? It's like in a flash, it's gone by. So you know what you should do every day? Enjoy your life.
Exactly.
I mean, Sharon and I were in New York for when this terrorist attack happened. You know, and suddenly the world kind of changed for us all. And what I decided to do, you know, is have as much fun as I possibly can. Because you know what, you never know when it's something bad's going to happen.
Were you in the shadow of all that? Did you see it happen?
Well, we
saw it from the roof of our hotel after we watched the news. We went up to the roof, and you could see it all burning.
But Ozzy, it's not like you were leading a sober, contemplative life of quiet reading before this. I mean, and weren't you having fun?
You can't read.
I know. I'm saying you were having fun.
I'm not sober now. I'm not totally teetotal now. Even now, my wife finds me with my head down a bottle of something I shouldn't be doing, and she goes, not allowed. Go back to jail. Do not collect $200.
I mean, you were having a good time before.
I mean, you gotta have a good time.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, what's the point? You know what? When you're dead for a lot of years, and nobody's ever come back and said, "Hey, you know what? It's really cool on the other side."
No, I wish someone would, for Christ's sake.
Make us feel better, wouldn't it?
I'm dying to hear that.
But I mean, but you hear these people say that they saw this white light, and so they heard a voice say, "Go back." I mean, I don't believe in all that baloney. I don't believe in ghosts.
I always fear that way.
I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in apparitions. I think people are either too stoned or something's going on in their head, you know.
Right. Well, do you think you would go to hell if there was a hell?
I think that the 11th of September if hell's worse than that, if there is a place called hell. I mean, I believe there's heaven and hell on this domain that we live in.
This is hell.
This is it.
This is hell.
Hell since September 11th.
No, that's not hell. I got McDonald's around the corner, so that's
hell too.
Hey, Audrey?
You know, with me, I like everything that's right. The greatest single achievement of my life. I've had platinum discs, Grammy Awards, Walk of Fame, all this. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 7 months.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I started smoking when I was 12.
Wow.
I was smoking for 40 years, and don't ask me how I did that. If I believe there is a miracle, that is one.
Well, I'll tell you what. I prayed to God to win tickets to go see you in Tucson, and I told him, if there is a God, I will quit smoking the next day, and I won the tickets to go see you in Tucson.
Wow.
And
Great.
You know what? I'm quitting smoking November 1st.
I'm going to quit tomorrow. You know what? I'm quitting next week.
No, you know what? When you're ready, if you're ready, you'll quit.
You got to be ready. I agree with you.
That's right.
You've got to be ready.
I mean, what happened with me, I had the patch, I had hypnosis, I had the acupuncture, I've tried the gum and everything. Until one day I just went, you know what? This is the last damn cigarette I'm ever going to put in my mouth. And I threw it on the fire and I haven't touched one since. And I didn't go through any crazy withdrawals. I didn't go, because I was ready to quit. I was ready. It's kind of like, you're not getting on with your partner anymore. And the love's over, but you're sticking it out. And then all of a sudden one day you go.
That's how me and Drew are.
Yeah, we keep sticking it out, though.
Yeah, but one day you'll say, you know what? I can't stand to be in another night with this person. I'm off.
Right. That
could be tonight.
Alex? Hey, Alex, you're 17.
Hi.
What's up?
I've been able to masturbate since I was 8, and I was just wondering if that would affect my sex drive.
In what way? I mean, what is your...
Well, just like, when you're 40, you're supposed to be more sexually driven, and maybe that would come sooner or not at all.
You're going to use up your orgasms or something?
I don't know, because when I was younger, I used to masturbate at least twice a day for a long time, and now it's just like, it's not as often, like maybe once a week.
Are you on medication?
No.
And are you sexually active with somebody?
No, I've never had sex.
Are you and you weren't sexually abused or anything that sort of set you on a trajectory of excessive masturbation for a while?
I don't think so.
Was there anything crazy going on in your house? Anything sort of over-arousing, stimulating? Was there a lot of chaos or family breaking apart or anything?
Not at all. I just found myself very I don't know. I just fantasized a lot.
Did you have an orgasm when you were 8?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Heck yeah.
Jeez, how did you finish the 3rd grade? I mean, I would have.
If that was me at 8, I'd have been still in the room.
Yeah.
I would never have gone out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When I found out what it was about, I thought I've discovered magic.
Your magic wand.
Magic wand makes my penis grow.
All right, Alex, you're fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. It's normal.
And Adam, if you went to my high school, I'd definitely give you a BJ.
Why?
Thank you. Now you
What is that? Was that? Oh, you missed. I'm deaf. What was that?
She'd give me a BJ, a blowjob, if I went to her.
What do you want to do that for?
Yeah,
you don't even know the guy.
Really, something happened now.
You know me better.
All right. Well, it'd be an honor.
I think she's a little
Oh, you. I see. All right. We're going to take ourselves a little break. The great Ozzy Osbourne is here tonight. His beautiful wife, Sharon, who reminds me of Ariana Huffington, although a little bit younger,
You know,
prettier.
she reminds me of. She's going to have ticks off at me now. What? You are the weakest link. The woman.
Oh, yes.
How mean is that?
But
no, that's not bad.
I think she's that woman is. I think she's great. I think everybody hates her, and I love her.
Oh no, she's great.
She's attractive.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
She's attractive in an androgynous way. I think Sharon has a much more feminine angle than that.
But she's got my nuts in her hand as we speak.
Well, that's the part you're sort of picking up on. It's the weakest link part.
Yeah.
You're the weakest link.
Drew's got my nuts in his hand, too.
That's right.
Let's take ourselves a little break. We'll be back with more Sharon and more Ozzy and more you, all after this. Oh, do I like those guys. I like Peter Gallagher because I feel like we have a certain kinship with the huge brows.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He's got a huge brow.
And a little bit of a raise in the hair, a little bit of the scruff. A little bit boof. No, his hair's up like yours,
Well, mine's up?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have the Brillo head.
No Brillo head, but his sort of...
No. Just focus on the brow. That's where the kindred spirit comes in.
Yeah.
All right. So, coming up, we got George Lopez and Tommy Lee. And, of course, that means next, Drew, who?
George Lopez, who really breaks it down.
Mm-hmm. George Lopez is our guest tonight. The name of his show, The George Lopez Show, ABC. And let's get into some more calls here. Audrey?
Yes.
You're 29?
Yes.
What's up?
Hello. Hi,
Hey.
George.
What's up, Audrey?
I want to tell you I saw you when you came to Fresno.
You did at the Soroyan Theater out there?
No, it was a Tower Theater.
Oh, the Tower Theater, yeah.
Like 2 years ago.
Absolutely, that was great. I love Fresno.
Yeah. So.
The mother country, I think, for all Chicanos.
Fresno, really?
Fresno, Cesar
Yeah,
Chavez.
no,
and
in the
Yeah, that's where all the migrant farm workers
Absolutely.
go, right?
That's right.
Well, if they didn't do it, who would?
There you go.
White guys for like $40 an hour.
That's right.
Yeah. People say, well, that head of lettuce would cost you like $28. I'm like, well, if a white guy picked it,
I
you
think
got to
if
pay a
white
little
people,
extra,
Yeah, if they picked it, they'd probably just pick enough for them. Like 7, and then they'd leave.
Oh, you don't eat the stuff you pick?
No.
You put it in a basket or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Oh, screw that. No way. No way. All right, Audrey, what's up?
Okay. Last night, me and I'll call him my boyfriend. We were having sex, and we were doing it doggy style, and it sounded like air was coming out of my vagina.
That would be air.
Okay, but I want to know, like, why
Because he was pushing air in.
he was pushing air in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you take your hand and you cup it and you put it under your armpit and you start flapping your arm?
Makes
Yeah.
that farting noise.
Yeah.
I can't make that noise, though.
No.
Well, you can't there in your arm, but you can down where you're
Right.
headed.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why do you think it was making the sound?
Well, that's what I thought, but I mean, it's like never.
She sprung a leak. She's deflating.
Yeah. Why don't you're going to have to eat a can of Fix-A-Flat. Or you just spray it right up the coos, Drew? What do you do with that?
Well, either way.
Oh, either way. Yeah. It's right on. There's a picture right on the canister there. You can work that out. All right, there, baby.
So that's what it was. That's what it's air. Yeah.
He's pushing air in there.
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
It has a name even.
Were you embarrassed?
No, I wasn't embarrassed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we were laughing, but I wasn't embarrassed.
That's the real comedy. That the more you laugh, the more it comes out.
Yeah.
And when you laugh, the rhythm of your laugh, the air comes out in that same rhythm.
And it always throws you off because you got that game face on. You're like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna give it to you good. Okay, baby. Hold still there, and I'm gonna work you, baby. I'm gonna work. You're gonna forget you're ever with another. All right, hold on. Now wait a minute. I'm losing my right. Now listen, Mama. I'm telling you, I don't do a lot of things well, but one thing I do is I know how to please. Okay, all right. Listen, we got to stop. This is too. I can't focus anymore. It's tough to have the game face on and be hearing the whoopee vagina in the background.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, it's just you lose it immediately. And there's something about laughing.
You start cracking up, right?
Yeah, something about laughing and sex that don't work right together.
The mood is done.
Yeah, like
especially you try to be candlelight and you end up blowing the farts end up blowing the candles in the room.
Are you here? Are you still in the room, honey? Queef once if you're in the room. Queef twice if you can find the door. Yeah. It ruins it. And the thing that's funny too is both people will pretend like they didn't hear the first one. You know what I mean? There'll just be that little beat like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, no, oh yeah, yeah. But the second and third one now you gotta talk about. It's out in the open.
Yeah. What does that word come from? Is that a medical term?
No, it's not a medical term. But I think women can sort of laugh along with it a little more than men. Men, the laughter doesn't go at all. No. You can't laugh at me. We can't laugh while this is going on. That's serious business.
Right.
And the women can kind of laugh.
Right.
And they get kind of angry with you too when you don't want to like break the rhythm and laugh with them.
Right. But again, it's that sexual game face you have.
It's a guy thing too.
Right.
Male thing.
Rob?
Hello?
You're 26?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just found out my girlfriend, been going out with her for about 10 months. She told me recently that she had a threesome with 2 other guys right before we started going out.
Mm-hmm.
And, needless to say, that's a little bit of a shock because it's a very sharp contrast to who I thought she was.
Why did she tell you?
Well, we were in bed afterwards and just kind of talking, and I just she had said something a few weeks earlier that didn't kind of click with me about, some of her previous boyfriends, and I was, long story short, just kind of basically kept asking. I knew she was keeping something, but I wasn't sure what it was. And
so this is after an intimate moment, you just start hammering her for history.
Not hammering, we're kind of in bed talking, and, and
Where does the I kept asking her and kept asking her come in? Because that's hammering something.
All right. Well, what she had said was she had only been out with she'd ever been out with 4 guys.
Yeah.
And that she.
But it was all at once.
Right.
One
and
night, 4 guys.
Was this something she chose to do, or was it forced upon her? Or was
what it was, from what she has told me since then, we've talked about it a few times.
No kidding.
Is that it was, she had this boyfriend that she'd been going out with for about 4 months. That it was strictly a sexual relationship, and he basically talked her into it.
All right.
And she didn't really want to do it, but she's the kind of person that she doesn't really like conflict and.
Yeah. She's a yes person.
She's a codependent.
Yeah, and she just kept, he kept on her for, about 3 weeks.
All right, well, if you listen to this show, you hear women getting talked into that kind of stuff all the time. Now, listen, not because they're in a relationship that's just sexual. It's because they think they're going to capture a guy, keep him happy, which is a load of crap.
All right, but Rob, has this been a deal breaker for you now?
It's like teetering on the edge, because the truth of the matter is I have very strong feelings for her.
Well, then you need to deal with this. This has nothing to do with her. Nothing. She has told you her history, and you can either deal with it or you can't. She doesn't have to make amends. She doesn't owe you anything. You either deal with it or not, right?
Yeah.
What's she going to do with this? I get the sense you're expecting her to correct this or make amends for it. No, deal with it.
Is there some class she could go to, or some chalkboard she could write on 100 times?
To do anything. My thing is, how do I deal with this? Is the reason why I'm calling.
You either got to let go or not. And if you can't let go of this, if she is not somebody you care about.
Yeah, but hold on a second, Drew. He's 26. You guys, Drew, think back to the 50s
when you were testosterone.
when you were 26. To the mid 50s.
Yes, right.
Late 50s, early 60s, when you were 26 years old. Remember how much this stuff used to bother you, George?
Absolutely.
All guys, and I don't know what's worse, being 18 or 26. I look back on my dating career, and at 26, this may have bugged me more than if I was like 19 or something.
Let's examine it. Why? Why would it bug you so much?
It's like testosterone production meets sort of lack of personal self-esteem, meets sort of retarded machismo.
Right. Now, for sure, you talk about any of your girlfriend's previous sexual partners, your testosterone, your machismo, all that kicks in. But what is it about that self-esteem in this one that's so troubling?
In this particular issue, or in general?
This issue for yourself, if you were 26.
Well, because your self-esteem is so precariously balanced at 26, Rob's probably is, that other people can affect you.
Right.
So if your girlfriend is a slut, or if your girlfriend engages in this behavior, then somehow she's going to take you down.
Okay. So
you're now with a person who would act this way.
You can't contain her.
And that hurts your stock.
All right. You can't, not only that so much, but you couldn't contain her. She might spiral out of control in a way that you couldn't keep up with.
I don't think it's about what may happen in the future. It's more about, you thought you got yourself a car that had low mileage, and it turns out they pulled the pink on it. It had been pulled out of a river, and it had been wrapped around.
It's kind of odd that right after they were together, that this kind of discussion would happen.
Right. He's looking for trouble.
It's almost like right up there with, am I the biggest guy you've ever been with type question.
Yeah, stupid question. I agree with you.
But you asked those stupid. How many stupid ones did you ask from between the ages of 18 and 30?
Infinite numbers. But listen, there's also the one-upmanship thing, too, that bothers guys that age. Because this is akin to how many people you slept with.
Yeah.
And you're in your head, you've got your number, and she can't exceed that number.
Right.
Right. Certainly can't exceed your number. Now, she blows them out of the water with this.
Oof.
Right. Right.
But that's a craziness on men's part.
I know, but that's the way we're constructed. And at 26, it's hard just to shut that off. Rob?
Yeah.
We know what you're going through, and we feel for you. But here's the deal. If you're really in love with her, and this is the person, you just let go, and the testosterone production decreases.
About 15 more years.
And you start growing breasts, and it's hard to get you off of the sofa, and you can no longer achieve an erection, and you have very limited facial hair, and then you just sit home waiting to die like we do, and you don't care. You walk in.
One thing that I've learned is you don't ask questions you don't want to know.
Absolutely, that's true. That's number one. That's the most important thing right there.
Adam has a good saying about this.
Less history, more mystery.
Absolutely. I love that.
I wish I'm now at the point that if I start dating someone, I don't even talk to them. They go, what are you going to order? And I point my elbow at the menu. And they go, the brisket? And I go, No, down. Well, the appetizer? And when they open their mouth, like even if they're yawning, I run out of the room. No, I just start, I plug my ears and I sing the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, don't get into it. Ben?
Yeah.
What's up?
I was need to call and talk to Mr. Dr. Drew about a thing I heard on a show a couple weeks ago. They talking about seeing stuff a couple months after coming down off dope.
Off which dope? What kind of dope?
Crank.
And what kind of stuff you seeing?
Just see stuff that's not there. Trails.
Hold on, you're seeing things that aren't there?
Well,
hey, Drew, what is the phenomenon of seeing things that are actually there? Is that just eyesight?
Well, the things that aren't there go away, and then you find out they're not there.
But what if you see things that are there?
That's a good thing.
Oh, that's good.
That's normal.
All right, I got that.
But, Ben, did you do a bunch of acid, too?
Not really.
Not really. How much did you do?
5 or 6 times.
All right. Because the trailer is not part of methamphetamine typically, okay? That's more of an hallucinogen thing.
Well, it's not really. Like when I'm driving down the road,
yeah.
I see taillights and a little trail like underneath the car, and I just look around and I can still see the taillights. And a lot of times, if I'm just out looking through the woods in my bedroom, looking out the window, I'll see people off in the woods.
All right. Well, that's all part of speed for sure. And in fact, that's even more.
Those are, by the way, called white supremacists.
And those in the woods. Don't even freak them out.
They have that's actually underground tunnels.
More typical. Were these guys? Did you see like people in uniforms out in the woods?
No.
Just people.
Just movement. Kind of movement.
Yeah, movement and.
Yeah, because
all kinds of stuff. All right, go out and look and.
All right, here let's get a focus
on hold because he's all over the place.
Yeah. The cocaine will cause you to see people in uniforms. That's cocaine addicts always look out the window and see FBI, SWAT, police. That they're paranoid about that and they are alone. Wow. Speed addicts are bringing people around them, including the police, to protect them against some unknown foe. They get severely paranoid. The paranoia lasts for months sometimes. And some of what Ben is describing there is a kind of looking behind him or seeing things flash by that'll go on for quite some time. But the important thing here, Ben, is that you get off the drug, and that's going to require treatment. It's going to require many, many weeks of treatment. So.
Now, I'm 40 years old, right? And I don't remember crank. What's the equivalent
speed.
Of crank? Oh, just like whites speed. And stuff? Remember?
Yeah, whites.
Black beauties. And
that's all that in the old days. Now it's sort of they smoke it or snort it and stuff. And do you want to talk about anything, Joe?
Crank. No, I'm good, man.
Any more?
I got a great story about this wedding reception that a black beauty fell in this drink. I was a bartender and had it in my pocket.
Really?
And I leaned over to get some ice, and it fell in the drink, apparently. And the guy goes, let me have it. And I looked at my pocket, and it was gone. And I said, oh, my God, it must have fell in the drink. And there was this old lady that was dancing with every guy there and doing the splits. And, we finally deducted that it was her drink that it fell into.
She had a stroke afterwards. Is that she really?
Her 7 and 7.
Oh, my God.
I miss Black Beauties. Isn't that around anymore?
Cross tops, Black Beauties, remember all that?
You know what I was thinking about? I don't know why I triggered this, but when George said he was 40, I was watching, Entertainment Tonight. And John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard, they do the celebrity birthdays. And it's always some novelty celebrity.
32?
John Schneider from Dukes of Hazzard, 42. Okay, today. All right, now.
I don't think so.
That's what they said on ET. Now, I'm thinking, wait a minute. I'm going to be 38 in about a month and a half. So essentially, John Schneider is 4 years older than me.
Was he 16 when you were watching Dukes of Hazzard?
So, when I was beating off babysitting, watching Dukes of Hazzard on Friday night, he was a couple years older than I was?
No.
That can't be
you were
right.
beating up to him, though, right?
Mostly Daisy, but I didn't control the editing. Sometimes he'd pop in, or the General Lee would, go through the scene.
It's worse to be doing the beating off, watching Dukes of Hazzard, and Cooter walk in,
Yeah, Cooter was the drunk mechanic. Drew, you don't know that, do you?
No.
Cooter was great.
Anyway, Ben, you got to find some place to get treatment. This is a serious issue. One of the things we're learning about speed, people use it more than really a few months. They get permanent memory problems, often long-term mood disturbances, much like just a few exposures to ecstasy.
Yeah. Maybe he turned 44. I swear it was 42. It was 4 years older than me. I was going nuts.
Impossible.
He's got to be
George, he can't be 2 years older than you.
Absolutely not. He's got to be 50 years old.
Yeah, has to be.
Well, he could have been doing Dukes of Hazzard when he was 19.
I don't know, man.
And you were 15 or something, or whatever you were?
Yeah.
All right.
I got to wait for Eric Estrada's birthday and see how old he is. Eric
38.
Estrada, 39.
Oh, so I guess their publicist just releases that stuff. All right. You're
no
right.
one's their real age. You know that.
I guess
and their
not.
real weight and all that other stuff.
Carl?
Yep.
You're 22. What's up?
Well, first of all, Lopez, you are a funny man. I saw you a couple times up at the Ice House. Your stand-up was incredible.
Oh, right on, brother. Thank you.
And your fan following is something else. I mean, the Ice House sometimes is packed, and then your lines were back maybe around the alley. It was incredible.
That's 20 years of hammering it out.
Yeah,
One person at a time. I'm like the Dave Thomas of comedy. One burger at a time.
Well, congrats on the show.
He's dead.
Well deserved.
I understand he's 42. Thank you, brother. What's your dysfunction?
Well, mine, I'm wondering about my girlfriend, Dr. Drew. You said something that generally I think would be true for everybody, that girls would use a three-way to secure a guy that they feel iffy about. But 3 weeks ago, after 2.5 years of a relationship, my girlfriend and I had a three-way out of...
Well, they also use it to sabotage.
Oh, they always use it to sabotage. They don't secure anything.
That's what happened. A week later, actually a week ago, she's gone.
If it was her idea, it's absolutely a sabotage. Absolutely.
She's...
All right.
Even if it wasn't,
What would
she's
they
a chaotic
do?
person.
Tell you, let's have a three-way to get rid of you?
No, they go. They without realizing it consciously that they start feeling, I'm bored. I need something more in this relationship. Let's have a threesome. And really, what will always happen from that is, I'm going to get pissed off and jealous, and it's going to feel wrong, and I'm going to get out of here. It's a way to get pissed off at your boyfriend.
It's sabotage.
It's sabotage.
No, she loved it, but that makes sense though, because I mean, her reasons for wanting to leave was suddenly I became boring.
Right.
And she felt that there was more to life.
You know what, Carl?
Who was the other dude? No, it was a chick. Yeah. Where'd you find her?
friend.
Where'd you find her? Her best friend?
Oh.
Did you like her? Did you know her?
Yeah.
Were you turned on by her?
It was fantastic. I thought our relationship was up for some good times.
Yeah.
And did you have sex with the friend too?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I mean, she requested it.
Yeah, because this is all out sabotage now.
Yes, full-fledged.
And that is...
it's also addict behavior.
Where was she when you were having intercourse with her best friend?
With her best friend.
Ooh, like sucking on her boobs or something?
Her best friend is working the other end.
Of her.
Oh, it was her?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We're all involved.
Oh, my God. You know... I'm going to be, John Schneider's going to be 42 today, and I'm going to be 38 in a few months, and I've never been involved with that. It really makes me angry because I'm a big star. You're just to really sink the nail in a coffin. What do you do for a living?
I'm an actor.
Yeah, but you're out of work, right?
Right, of course.
Yeah. Oh man. So I mean, what do you really do for a living?
I sell tickets for theater.
There you go. You sell tickets and you're getting through.
Well, at what point do you just take the experience and the memory and then move on?
Well, I guess that's what I have to do.
Was she an actress?
I mean, that's heartbreaking.
Was she an actress too? Was she an actress?
Yeah.
Oh, so she was pretty hot, right?
Yeah.
But crazy because all actresses are insane.
Well, that's what
And Carl, this is addicts behave like this too. So is she an alcoholic or something?
No, it runs in the family.
Yeah, well, she's got the gene. This is what my addict patients all do. This is how they get out of stuff. And
how hot was her friend?
They're both California girls. Good times.
All right, all right. Boy, I'm surprised he's not working as an actor. He's a Mr. Personality.
I don't feel bad for the guy though.
No.
At all.
Yeah, both you guys are kind of pissed off.
Well, I mean, talk about it.
Hey, the poor guy wants to talk about how it's hurt him. You guys are like, hey, get out of here. All right. The more he describes the women, the more dismissive
I don't
you guys.
like to hear him nailing hot chicks.
I know that.
He has not paid his dues.
Hey, this is part of that.
This is like when Little Bow Wow gets a 3-picture deal. Hey, I'm angry. You understand?
This is painful for him. This is not good for him. And we could explore why he's involved with addicts and why he gets into that.
Yeah, he's 22. She's an actress. She was hot. He jumped in on that. You know what else is going on today that I really missed the boat on? And
these
days?
These
days. And you guys have missed it as well, which is There's women who want to experiment with their friends sexually, but they don't want to admit that they're having lesbian feelings. So they say, let's have a threesome. So now they get to sexually experiment on their best friend or some chick they're hot for in the office. Meanwhile, if you're the guy who's lucky enough to be sort of the shill beard penis in this threesome, you get to service both of them, but you're just there so it's not a lesbian experience. It's a threesome. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a sort of to legitimize it.
Here's a chick who probably wanted out of this relationship, but probably wanted a shot at her hot actress friend.
No, this is a little different than
too.
This
she
is not
wanted,
that.
yeah, she.
This is an addict.
How dare you rap on my hypotheses?
But people that have friends with benefit relationships, which is another thing we missed out on, will get into this stuff all the time.
Yeah,
when they really aren't invested emotionally in their relationship with the male, he just is used as some sort of
no, but it's also, I'm saying that it's an easy way for her to get in on her friend by saying, "Hey, you up for a threesome?"
Right,
and then once the juices get flowing, she just starts moving into whatever lesbian act she's into. Oh my God! We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Talk station.
Loveline, the best of Loveline. That is the best of Loveline. Just belched up more garlic for you, Drew. Sorry, buddy.
Jimmy again.
All right, want to thank so far George Lopez, Peter Gallagher, Tessie Child, Ozzy Osbourne, and now we welcome the sweeter. People don't know how sweet the guy is. This guy, am I right?
Childlike.
I mean, people come in here all the time. You kind of get a gauge for what kind of people they are. Tommy Lee gets a bad rap a lot of the time, but a sweet guy, nice guy.
Yep.
He's a little Peter Pan with a tattoo and some aggressive piercings. All right, so enjoy Tommy Lee. Medicine specialist Tommy Lee is our guest tonight. Good to see you, Tommy.
Good to see you guys. How you guys doing?
Doing look good.
Good. Yeah.
Healthy.
Yeah. He doesn't smell healthy, but he looks. He smells like beer and cigarettes, something like a tapioca pudding, but he looks good. Oh, that was there? Yeah. Well, he looks good. I think that's just good genes, though. I don't think that's good living, Drew.
No, I'm taking care of myself, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, you look good.
Thanks.
Tommy, I was thinking about, everybody likes Tommy Lee, and don't take this wrong, but there's a lot of reasons not to like Tommy Lee, yet everyone likes him anyway. I mean, if you just watch the news, you could come up with some reasons why Tommy Lee wouldn't be your favorite guy, and I don't mean that. I know that sounds bad, but what I mean
does sound bad.
Nice way to open the show, Adam.
No, here's what I'm getting to a compliment here. Here's what I'm saying.
How likable Tommy is, no matter what.
If you don't know Tommy Lee, if you've never met Tommy Lee, you hear the stories about snorting ants with Ozzy Osbourne, and and mainlining Jack Daniels. You hear the stories, you hear the divorces, you hear the allegations, you see the court, this and that. You hear all the stories, and this would be, if this guy was some drummer in some other band, you'd be like, who is this guy? I mean, this guy's vermin, this guy's trash. But Tommy Lee's an incredibly likable guy, and it seems to come across, and I think people know it. I mean, I talk to people. People don't know you other than from what they see on TV.
Of course.
They say, well, who's coming on the show tonight? And I say Tommy Lee, and they go, I hear he's a nice guy.
Oh, that's good.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. People say he's a good guy. I'm like, you don't know him. No, I hear everyone says he's a good guy. And and Drew, we always talk about how people sort of earn their reputation.
They get what they deserve.
Yeah, and Tommy is one of the good guys. I mean, I don't think it's an act. I think you're an energetic guy who enjoys life.
I like people.
And you like people, and it comes across.
Yeah.
And you like a lot of things, and sometimes maybe you get into trouble. But I think the part about you being a good guy and liking people sort of trumps whatever trouble you might get into from time to time.
And this is true.
All right. So, and he has a good energy. And Drew, we would walk away and say, "Oh, Tommy Lee, sweetheart, nice guy."
And we walk
He was really sweet.
Let me drive his Testarossa one night.
We walk away and say a lot of stuff.
It was a lot of stuff. We talk a lot of smack about the guests on this show. But Tommy, nice guy, let me drive his Testarossa a few years ago.
Oh, that's where your love affair started, I guess.
Right. I'll tell you where my love affair with Tommy really started is I was staring at his $100,000 car, and I was like, whoa.
$200,000.
Ferrari Testarossa. Well, I was given some for depreciation. But
of course. Now it's worth 70.
He put a lot into it. But I was looking at his car, and I was going, I'm a big car guy, and I was going, wow, Ferrari Testarossa, got the flat 12, and it's a boxer engine in it, and all sorts of crap. And I go, what year is this thing? And he goes,
I don't know.
Oh, no.
And I thought, wow, you've arrived. You've arrived when you don't know what year your Ferrari is, and it's your grocery getter.
That was fun. And didn't you just scrape the hell out of my front end on the driveway out of here?
Did about $6,500. That
was with the damage
coming out of the driveway. Yeah. You still have that car?
Yeah, I do.
But it's not. You're not driving it every day.
No.
Oh, what a life!
Because everyday cars are coming to.
I was on Coldwater Canyon,
right?
And you know where Coldwater on the Hollywood side,
right?
Sort of V's to one lane going up and over the hill.
Yeah, for those of you
on the North Hollywood side
around. Around the country. Well, it does it on both sides. It goes into one as you approach Mulholland up there. That famed stretch of Mulholland.
Yes.
Yeah. So it came in. It V'd into one.
Yeah, V'd into one, and it's about 2 a.m. This is like 2 years ago. This is how long my car has been in body service hell.
Right.
That long for parts and restoration, all that stuff. We're going, and I look over, and there's some guy like in a Honda Civic or something, and he's like trying to be Johnny Hot Sausage, trying to race me. I don't know what he's doing. He's like, vroom, vroom, like
that was me.
And was it you?
Yeah, I got come clean with
bastard. He starts to race, and I'm thinking, okay, well, and I'm at that point where I'm looking ahead, and I'm like, well, we're going to merge now to one lane, and he's not quite in front of me, so I punch it, and I hit, like, it's, you ever see, like, the trails of water that are on the canyon, like some sprinklers are leaking or some...
Yeah, and they just come, just a trail comes right across the canyon on the slick cement.
Yeah, and it's perfect, like, right on all the curves.
Right.
You hit that.
So I hit that, like, with my foot in the throttle, and the car just does, and I'm trying to correct because I've been to racing school. Mm-hmm. So I kind of know what I'm doing.
But you weren't drunk when you were at racing school, to be fair.
No, but and this night, totally sober, coming back from the studio. I'm on probation, drug and alcohol testing.
All right.
Totally, full on sober.
All right.
You have to blow into the thing to start the test drive.
Yeah. Special probation requests. So I lose total control of the car, smash the Testarossa into... And the curbs on that street
real
are very high.
Yeah.
So it took both, right front and rear tires, bent the wheels, smashed $40,000 worth of damage for just a little spin out.
Oh my god!
And the dude who went past me, he's all goes by.
Never
didn't even stop. Nothing. I was like, man. So that car has been in. It's still in the body shop 2 years later for parts.
Yes. That's the beauty of Ferrari.
So that car you drove is now sitting in a body shop.
If you want me to go down there and crack the whip, tell them I need to drive it again. I'll put a phone call.
Okay.
Where is it? Is it Bruno's and Van Nuys or something?
Holmes Auto Body.
All
right. Well, Holmes, get it together.
Beverly Hills?
No, in Woodland Hills.
Joe?
Yeah.
You're 25?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, I'm on?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I have a problem. I'm religious. I'm Jewish, and I'm not allowed to masturbate. And I just want to. I'm so horny that I can't hold out.
Well, Jews can masturbate, right?
Maybe the Orthodox thing.
Well, they just don't want to spring for the lube. That's the big problem that Jews have with masturbation.
The thing is, a lot of times I wake up in the middle of the night, I have a wet dream, and
of course.
I try to stop, and I stop it.
Joe, do not try to stop that. That's not a good thing for you.
What do you mean to try to stop it?
You can try to constrict. You can constrict the muscles down there, and you can't stop it. You can feel like you're stopping it. But listen, Joe, what is the principle here? Why are you supposed to be denying yourself this?
That's the religion,
But is there a reason, a philosophy? Is there some purpose to this? Self-discipline or something?
That you shouldn't waste the semen.
Well, but God's doing it for you at night if you don't waste it yourself.
That's God beating you off.
Right, so you're supposed to hold. You're not supposed to,
That's what a wet dream is, Tommy, clinically.
if you don't
There's a
think about it
doctor.
during the day, then supposedly you're not supposed to have it during the night. I mean, that's like, what can you do about it?
You can't do anything. First of all, that's your body. That's how it functions. It builds up a certain amount of semen, and then it releases it. It pretty much has to release some of it.
Are you masturbating if you're humping your pillow?
Yeah.
Yeah. He can't even have a wet dream. He's trying to withhold wet dreams.
Oh,
He's trying
no.
to wake up in the middle of a wet dream to withhold the semen lest it be spilled.
Change religions.
You want to talk to your rabbi about this, maybe, Joe? Seriously. Just doesn't seem right to me.
Oh, do you have the full beard and everything and the payoffs and everything?
No, I'm cool. I mean, whatever. Everything else I'm fine.
No, wait a minute. I'm asking you, do you look like a rabbi?
No, I don't.
Do you shave?
Yeah.
Well, how come you shave? That goes against your Orthodox religion, doesn't it?
No, it's not.
It doesn't.
There are certain sects in the religion that do not shave, but I'm not in that sect.
I see.
Well, what about the sect that gets to beat off? Can you join them?
Maybe it's for you to go to more.
It's one of the first things I'd ask before I join up with a sect.
Move over to conservative.
Who does the most beating off?
Or reform or something, just to get.
Yeah, Joe. What's wrong with you? You don't realize this is all just some sort of fairy tale nonsense from 2,000 years ago? You're buying into this crap? Please.
I got to be consistent if I'm going to.
All right. Okay,
what about getting a girlfriend? Are you allowed to do it then, premaritally?
You threw a hole in the sheet.
You have to wait till you get married.
Are you planning on getting married?
Yeah, hopefully soon.
I mean, you don't have some prospects now.
Well, I've been going out with some, but nothing's turned out yet.
All right.
Just seems
I
so
also want
Joe, you want to just drop? Can't you just drop this nonsense?
Yeah, right. Hey, what's the other thing you want to ask, Joe?
Is it normal if, like, I used to masturbate like 6 months ago, and I was able to keep on going 10 times in a row without stopping?
Yeah, because it built up for 12 years.
I don't know. I think he's bogus now. I don't believe him.
All right, well,
How can you, 6 months ago, what is he, newly religious, or 6 months ago was okay? I don't get it.
Listen, Tommy,
what the hell's going on here?
I've said many a time that I would like people who are sort of hyper-religious to be looked at as having a mental condition. Do you know what I mean? We don't look at them as nuts. If you think you're Napoleon, you're insane. But if you're killing in the name of Allah, you're just a very religious man. You're deeply religious. You don't shave. You can't work. You got a box stapled to your head. You're reading the Torah all day long. You're banging your head. You can't plug in a goddamn lamp on Saturday. Listen, that's a mental condition. You have a mental problem, everyone, please. And everybody, stop being so respectful to these nut jobs. They're nuts. The born-agains, all of them.
But maybe the individual does not have a mental condition. Maybe it's sort of a capitulation to a group process.
What does capitulation mean? Excuse me, sorry.
Giving in.
Okay, thank you.
That you don't like. Thank you for making me do that.
Yeah.
That you don't like the fact that they give into this group ritual. It's ritual. Doesn't mean they have mental illness.
Yeah, but how don't you have to have a certain degree of mental illness
to need to do that?
Get involved with sort of nonsense rituals that take over your entire life? That every morning from sun up to sundown you're involved with these crazy rituals. I mean, you would give a guy medication if he said when I walk I can't step on the cracks in the sidewalk. I can't do it. You'd say you need medication. But not these guys. They're lying the blanket down, facing Mecca, praying to Allah 4 times a day, or reading from the Torah, or whatever other nonsense that they've decided to participate in. That's not as nutty as not stepping on the cracks?
The reason I can't be as vehement as you are is that I haven't figured this out yet. There's something about that group ritual and the sacred that humans need.
I just wish, as a society, we would start making fun of these people instead of being so reverent all the time.
That's fine.
Everyone's like, oh, that's great. Oh, no. Oh, that's great. Oh,
no, not all right.
You're going up on the mountain. You're waiting for Jesus to come back and take you all, and the flood's going to hit, and the locusts are coming, and you can't.
That's kind of crazy.
You can't beat off, and let's just say this guy's a mental condition. Let's just call it that. Hey, maybe we could cure him.
And I understand you draw the line at no beating off. I mean, that's where you draw the line.
Please.
Even Tommy looked a little shaken by that
the
call.
humanity.
I'm not feeling that one.
No, all right.
No. Be right back with Tommy Lee on the best of Loveline after this.
Loveline.
And we're back, right, Drew?
And Tommy Lee is so much a part of the best that we couldn't just pack him all into one episode, one segment.
Much like he can't pack himself into one pair of underpants.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, enjoy a little more Tommy Lee.
Daniel, 24. Daniel?
Hey, I'm here.
What's up?
Hey.
What's going on?
Okay, about 2 weeks ago, I was going to go take a pee, and some air came out right before the pee did.
Yeah. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure you didn't fart?
No.
That happened. That happens.
Hey,
that was a great audience, by the way. It happens, and you get confused. You're not paying attention.
No, I'm sure it came out of my pepe.
Really? That's actually it's actually a serious symptom, believe it or not.
Is it?
Usually those kinds of symptoms are caused by a fistula between your rectum and your bladder. And so literally you are farting out of your...
Oh, really?
And
see?
And so, and the fistulas in that area can cause air to get into the bladder and the urethral tract. So, do you have any kind of infections or anything? You've been having surgeries or?
No surgeries or infections.
Well, isn't a fistula like a hole?
Tract, yeah, it connects the
outside.
That's where the air comes from. I mean, it's not open all the time, but it kind of stuff seeps through.
The whale's blowhole.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What does that sound like? Is it a little tiny, like? Because it's such a little hole, or is it...
What does your urethral fart sound like?
What's that urethral fart sound like?
Piccolo or trombone?
It's got to be high pitched.
Tommy, you're in the marching band.
What it more is it's the P sound and then a break and then P sound.
Huh.
You know what I mean? There's a
Dr. Drew, you amaze me. Your knowledge... This is amazing.
So it's like, when you shut the water off in the main for your house, and then you turn the water back on, you run the sink, and it spits a little bit before
it can do that.
Going.
It can do that, but more often than not, it's just pee, break, pee.
Hold on, do that again.
Pee,
Put that on a loop. You're gay.
All right.
Yeah, it was at the beginning of it. It kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, well, it's actually a serious symptom. And there are other things that can do this. I mean, it's something you got to look into. So
what should he do?
You got to see a urologist, okay? Urologist.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, buddy.
All right. And another question?
Yeah.
About your Ferrari?
Yeah.
How much did it cost you to repair that?
$40,000.
Jeez.
That's
I don't even
crazy.
make that within 2 lifetimes.
Yeah, but people, I don't think, one thing people don't understand is when you get into this stuff, it's not twice as much as a Toyota or a Nissan.
Oh, it's,
you know what I mean? It's
20 times.
It's 25 times as much. Like, it's crazy.
You got to wait for the parts to come from Italy.
I actually like this story because I'm not envious of him having that car.
No, you don't.
I think I want to
trust me. You don't want.
Forget it.
You want nothing to do with the Ferrari.
Yeah, not that year. You get a newer one.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. All right, let's talk to Lindsay. You're 17. Lindsay?
Yeah.
What's up?
What are we talking about?
Well,
you know what's funny, though? You know what's funny? I've had my car somewhere for 2 years, too. I got a BMW that's been at a place for 2 years, getting a supercharger put on it. And you know the thing that's comical is when you call the place after, like, a year and 8 months or 2 years, the conversations you have, it's funny. It's like, how's it going? It's going good, how's it coming along? Yeah, you know what? The brackets came in Tuesday, so we're moving. It's like 2 years. What are we talking about here? It's crazy. And then you hang up the phone too. You buy into it too. They go, yeah, the brackets are in, so we should have them on by the end of the week, and things are moving along pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's like, meanwhile, but you're thinking, wait, it's been 2 years. What are you talking about?
I know.
A day insane. Here, a day there.
Insane.
You should tape the. I mean, when you call them, what do they say? It's like
we call, and my boy Viggy, very very big boy. Mm-hmm. He's like production assistant, security, does a lot of things for me. He threatened to go down there and set up shop. He said, "Look, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to have lunch every day, and I'm going to."
That's what it takes.
I'm going to sit there and tell everybody not to come into your shop if you don't get this freaking car done, like, soon. The guy's been waiting 2 years, bro. Come on.
Are these guys, they deal with, like, Ferraris exclusively, Lamborghinis and that
Ferraris,
kind of stuff?
Porsches, yeah, all the...
Yeah, these guys, you know, the thing that's funny, too, is these guys are the celebrities of the car world.
Yeah.
They got just as much attitude as any diva does.
Yeah.
You don't go in there and start pushing them around.
No.
Their whole thing is, like, stuff's coming from Italy, stuff's coming from Germany, and it comes when it comes, and we'll see what happens when it happens. Don't worry, it's going to cost a lot, but don't push me. Yeah, it's a crazy business, Drew. You got to get a Ferrari. All right. John? John, you're 20.
Hello?
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, John?
I can't bring my girlfriend to orgasm. We've tried all kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know what to do.
That's clear.
What?
Right,
yeah.
We've tried oral sex. She's got a vibrator. She's tried it by herself. Nothing happens.
So
we tried it while we're having sex.
She's unable to orgasm, period.
Right.
Does she take medication?
She's on birth control now, but
okay.
We've had sex before she was on birth control, and I mean, she's
Tommy
never,
has an
ever
idea.
had
Hold on here, John.
Yes, but do you have the Matador?
Is that a kind of vibrator?
It's a ring / vibrator with some horns.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, El Diablo. Yeah, we
kinda. Yeah.
Oh, God, the Matador.
The Matador. Yeah.
And so you slide. We call it a C-ring for the
Anderson,
sake of the
yeah.
sensors.
sorry.
I'll let Anderson start shifting back there in his seat.
Oops.
All right. So you slide the C-ring over your penis.
Yeah.
Did you have to have yours let out, or did it fit? You didn't have to have it.
I haven't actually used it, but I've
see.
been told by a couple of women that it's actually really nice.
So,
and it's got a couple horns that sort of line up strategically right.
Well, this is your thing. You were
near the gummy bear.
Right. So you're getting clitoral stimulation going while you're penetrating.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Hey, John. On the other hand, how old is she?
She's 20.
Yeah, sometimes at 20, if it ain't happening, it ain't happening.
Yeah, women sometime under 22, 24 can have real difficulty having an orgasm.
And even if they can be enjoying themselves, and you can even be satisfying them, but they may not be at that age where they're able to have one.
It literally is that when there's so much estrogen circulating around, it tends to inhibit some of this.
Is that what's going on?
Progesterone, these things do not.
When you have the most of that stuff circulating around,
it's more that the testosterone starts coming up as you get older.
Oh, for the women. Then they become men.
They don't become men. They become batty.
Oh, they become batty. All right. Yes, we decided last night that chicks, when they're young, are dingy, and as they get older, they become batty. It's better to be with a dingy than a batty chick. You sound sort of dingy and batty at the same time.
I'm not dingy and batty. Thank you very much.
Really? That was a chick we met right on the cusp last night between dingy and batty. She was turning the corner and going into batty. All right, hey, John.
Yeah.
Here's what'll cause you problems if you work too hard and become obsessed about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And sort of have her orgasm for her. You become like a dad who has an 8-year-old little leaguer who wants it too much for the 8-year-old, and the 8-year-old, he can't even enjoy the game because dad's in the stands like screaming and kid's freaked out. Now he strikes out and he's crying, and it becomes too much. Just let the kid go out, take his swings, enjoy himself, and have a day in the sun.
That's all. Yeah.
That's all. No, I'm saying use the bat on
and
her.
more oral sex.
More oral. Okay.
One thing she says that does happen, like she'll feel like it's building up to an orgasm, and then she'll tense up and be sore for like the next 2 days, really bad.
Just relax, John.
Yeah,
you got the heat on here. Just enjoy yourself with her.
No, but that's sort of I'm humping you, but I need you to do something for me, kind of thing that I think we all had when we were younger.
Well, that male thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you gotta
prove that you're worthy of that. I mean, that I can do that for you.
It's like trying to start a fire with a stick. It's like I gotta spark. Now I just,
hang on. 20 more minutes. Relax.
yeah. It's like I need some spark. I need some flame. Now I turn the sticks, like makes a revolution every 10 minutes, and I just sit there, beer in one hand, slowly twiddling the stick in the other. And it's like, hey, if it catches on fire, catches on. It'll catch on fire easier if you leave it alone.
You take a magnifying glass, put up to the sun. What are you talking about?
That's right. No longer any movement. That's right. I now use a sterno can and have my assistant light it. All right, Tommy Lee is our guest tonight. That's right.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.